Hello, everyone. So this week we're going to embed a web page into our website. So an external web page into our website. We're going to do that for our about the developer information. This shouldn't take very long from a technical standpoint, but I do want you to be able to take time this week to actually populate this about the developer document. So you'll have time to do that as well once you embed it into your about the developer webpage on your site. So I've created a file here in Google Docs, as you can see, that's just called about the developer, and you can enter your information here like that, of course. Now, in order to begin to embed this into a website, we do need a share link. So if you go to sharing and then to get link, make sure this is set to anyone with the link, and then copy the URL they provide on there, just to be safe. Then we're going to go to our about the developer page. Let me drag this over here. We're going to go to our about the developer page, and we're going to add the embed element. So to do that, you have the open with embed. You have type, and you're going to specify what type of content you're embedding, because you could be embedding an image technically or anything of any sort. So you're just specifying here that you're embedding a website within your website, essentially. And then you'll specify the source. And this is where you want to copy or where you want to paste that URL, that Google Drive URL. It's right here in this source part. And then you can specify the width and height if you'd like. What that specifies is the width and the height of the embedded window within your web page. So now if we save this as our HTML, and we go to our file explorer, and we click on about the developer. Okay, so there we have our website, or our Google document embedded into our website. You can tell that this isn't the same as this. Well, first of all, just by looking at it, there's clearly some differences, but also the URL, of course, it's clearly embedded in our website, this external content. Also, the features are limited because this is just sharing. This is not editing as the settings as far as this. And so the options are limited. You can download, but you can't edit the content within this embedded document. There's no way to do that. However, if I wanted to change the content over here on this file, I can do that. And then when that saves, it'll also change on here on the embedded document. So this is one way to embed some content so that it can be seen by others without them being able to adjust it, but being able to download it in a variety of formats if it's an actual document that you want to share. So you could share your CV in this way and make it possible for people to download your CV or resume without being able to, mess with the actual CV or resume, as opposed to, downloading the file, embedding just the file, or embedding the content itself, just copying the content and then pasting it into the body of the website. That's another way you could do it, but it might look nicer and be easier to modify it if you saved it in a file like this, and then you can just modify it, and as quickly as that, it changes on there as well without you having to do any kind of coding at all. So that's one way to share it on your site, and this is something I want you to try on your site for your about the developer section, so you can have some experience with embedding. And this is also something that works just as well in Wix sites. Let me see if I can get that real quick, a Wix site to just show you. So you can, even if you don't end up creating your own website for yourself or libraries, if you end up using something like Wix, it works in that as well, using the same principles, where you can create a Google document and then embed into the website your Google document. And then as you change the Google document or your Google spreadsheet or anything like that, it'll also change the content on the website. So this is a website I do for the Association for Library and Information Science Education. And there's a section called Funding Opportunities. And all I've done in that is just embed this Excel spreadsheet. There's an element in there called embed, and it does the same, has the same principle as far as here it is, embed. And you can just embed a site, and then you're just doing the same thing where you copy and paste that share into the site. So either way, if you have any kind of experience with a website in the future, this is an option to where you can put content from something like Google Drive elements and then embed it into your site so people can download it, use it, and you can modify it externally from here without having to go in and constantly change your site. So that's the basis of embedding for websites. Go ahead and embed something in your website. You know, the easiest probably your about the developer document, and then go ahead and populate that content. You should have additional content to work on, or additional time to work on some additional content for your site this week as well.